do you want to talk a little bit about what it was like for you coming to Paraguay, like finding an apartment, just getting set up? Because there's a lot of things to do at the beginning stage of moving to a country, right? Where you find establishment in that country. What was that like for you? And what were some of the you know, things where you felt like, oh, that was going to be much more difficult, but it was actually much easier?
It's not easy, but it's not that hard. It's just a process. They have the way, there's a way they work, and you need to, you're in another country. You are the person who immigrate in a new country. So just adapt. So as an example, to find an apartment in Canada, we work with a agency that rent you, that rent for you. It's not like working with a real estate agent. Here you work with a real estate agent. So when you rent an apartment, you need to have half a month for the real estate agent. You pay half of their commission. So you pay a part of their commission, and you need to have 1 month of down deposit, which is pretty much, well, everywhere in Canada. It's pretty much like this, except in Quebec. In Quebec, you more and more, but not everywhere. But here you need 1 month down deposit and half of the month for the commission of the agent. The big problem here is you need somebody. If you don't have a tax identity and everything like this, you need somebody to kind of endorse you. There's company we help with this. We help people with this, but I will highly recommend that. And we got contact everywhere in the country now. I highly recommend to work directly with the owner. It's just much simple. It's just much simpler. But the owners are not online. They just don't care. The owner are most of the time builders. They build house. So they just don't care. So what we did, we made connection with owners, and then so you can rent without all the hassle of having somebody to endorse you and stuff like this. The company will endorse you for you're gonna pay 1 month half to the company that endorse you and half to the real estate agent, and then 1 month down deposit, and then you can rent, month by month. So it's just a different process. It's pretty simple, but you're gonna spit out a little bit money versus let's say we help you to do it. You're gonna rent directly to the owner. A little bit more simple. So that's always something to consider.
Exactly, yeah. Well, what I like about Mexico is that it's so easy to rent an apartment. I mean, it's unbelievable. When I compare it to renting an apartment in Texas, where they have crazy rules. I mean, I love
Yeah,
Texas, but some of the requirements are obscene. Like, for instance, just to get a pet into an apartment is a nightmare. A lot of places
yeah.
are asking for a pet deposit, David. They're asking for a pet fee. And some places even go as far as asking for a pet DNA test, just so in case your dog poops on the property, they can charge you additional money because
Oh
it's your
my
food,
God.
right? I mean, it's
Yeah,
crazy. In Mexico, for instance, renting an apartment here, it's done the old school way. You look the person in the eye and you can tell, is this a good person or not? Or is this a person
yeah.
I want to do business with? Is this the kind of person I would want to have in my apartment? And then you, as a tenant, right, you ask yourself, is this the kind of person that I want to hand my money to or not? And that's it. So if you have that mutual trust, and that's what I love. I mean, you can go a long way, and there are no contracts, right? There are no deposits, nothing like that. So that's really the old school way, but that also has some downsides, right? If you do that, I mean, technically, I can get kicked out anytime. But
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to happen, but technically it's possible.
Yeah.
So I truly believe in the good in people that I work with. And if people do me bad, then that's it, right? But in general, like a lot of good experiences like that, whereas putting contract after contract after contract, like making your life hell. In Asia, right? In certain parts of Eastern Europe, Latin America, the roles are different. Like the entry requirements are just not as steep, right? Much lower entry requirements, and that's also the case for Paraguay. And if you guys want to work with us, all you need to do now is click on the link that's below the video, and we're also gonna now display the email where you can reach us at, and we would love to help you with this process.
Yeah, ready to be there in Asuncion. I'm gonna see you there, and yeah, just ask any question. I will be happy to help anybody who have any questions.
Subscribe now and turn on alerts to never miss any of my future nomadism, dating, and business advice videos. Thank you for watching.